Matthew Neiman, and this is our segment on Marist Sports. We will be recapping 3 Marist events that happened in the past month. First, we'll be showing you the football team's big win over Stetson, as well as a couple huge wins for the basketball team early in the season. Kicking off our show, we'll start with the football game as Marist took on Stetson in DeLand, Florida for their penultimate game of the season. They entered the game winning 4 straight over the Hatters, looking to make it 5, while also looking up to pick up their first win of the season.
Marist playing at Stetson, still searching for their first win of the season. Sonny Menino looks to continue his impressive season since taking over as starting quarterback. Menino starts the day with a 5-yard touchdown run. Marist takes an early 7-0 lead with 10:15 to go in the first quarter. Brady Mites fires a 41-yard bomb for a touchdown. Stetson right back in the game now. Deep inside own end zone, Stetson punts away on 4th down. And the punt is returned by Muhammad Diawara. And that makes the score. And Marist trails 21-19 with 11:39 remaining in the third quarter. Sonny Menino uses dual threat capability again, sorting in for the 30-yard rushing touchdown. Marist is retaking the lead 26-21 in this back and forth affair. Stetson returns the next kickoff all the way to the 10-yard line to set up impeccable field position. And then 2 plays later, Jackson Discus runs it from 10 yards out for the touchdown, and Stetson leads 20-26 with 7:03 remaining in the third quarter. And then Stetson now leads 20-26. Sonny Menino comes to the rescue again, rushes it in for the 6-yard touchdown. Marist takes the lead again, 33-28 with 3:28 to go. Menino takes it again himself for the 23-yard touchdown in the fourth quarter to cap off an amazing performance. And Marist wins the game 40-31, and it's the first victory for head coach Mike Willis.
Now we'll kick it over to Jonathan, who's standing with Sonny Menino.
Hi, I'm here with Sonny Menino, Marist quarterback. How are you doing today?
Good.
All right, so Sonny, your recent game against Stetson, you scored 4 rushing touchdowns. What was the key to success in that game, and how did you approach,
How did I approach the game?
Yeah, how to approach the game?
Honestly, it was just like taking what the coaches brought to us and applying it to the game.
It was also your first win of the season, right? Marist's first win of the season.
Yeah.
Walk us through like the emotions, like after the game or like, during the game, like how was the team like?
During the game we were losing, but had to come back. But after the game, everyone was super hyped, super excited. It sucks that we won our first game on the road, but like we still got to win, so everyone was super hyped.
And just recently, you're an honorable mention for the Hall of Fame, right? How does this feel like for you to get this recognized?
Honestly, it's great. We got a lot of people that were recognized for first, second, and honorable mention, but it felt really good.
Yeah. Right, just looking forward, right, after the season, right, what are some goals that you have for the next year, as a team?
Honestly, as a team, we just want to win games, so that's probably the biggest thing overall.
Yeah. Thanks so much.
Yeah.
We now move from the field to the court as the men's basketball team was on the road to face Richmond. Richmond is the reigning Atlantic 10 champions along with an NCAA tournament appearance last season. Richmond was considered the clear favorite in this matchup. Josh Pasquarelli came into the game off a great performance in the opener against Harvard, scoring 24 points along with 6 rebounds. Mike Waltz made his first collegiate start against the University of Mount Olive for Richmond, where he recorded a double-double, scoring 10 points and 11 rebounds.
Marist taking on reigning Atlantic 10 Conference champion Richmond on the road. Marist, Josh Pasquarelli, is looking to build off his 24-point effort against Harvard in the first game of the season, while Richmond's Mike Walls is making a second-ever collegiate start, looking to build off a double-double against the University of Mount Olive. Getting into the action, first Marist possession, Jackson Price at the top of the arc hits a 3. Marist takes the lead, 3-0. A few possessions later, Price, scanning the floor, finds he's wide open, hits the 3. Midway through the first half, Marist leads by 4. Pasquarelli finds Price at the top of the arc. That's his 3rd three-pointer in the half. Again, Pasquarelli drives, finds Price, hits his 4th three-pointer in the half. Why not one more? Is the price right? It is. Jackson Price ends with a career-high 20 points and 6 three-pointers made. Now on to the second half. 10 minutes remaining in the second half. Collins Roberts gets the rebound, but it gets stolen by Artis White, who makes a great pass to Delani Hunt, who finishes the layup. Richmond ties the game at 56. Next possession. Jaden Daughtry, crossover, then with a spin, finishes over the bigger defender. He finished with 7 points. Now a few possessions later, Kawa gets rejected by Mike Walls. Richmond continues to lead. However, Pasquarelli gets open for 3 and extends the Marist lead by 4. A few possessions later, Collins Roberts hits the lane, extends the lead to 6 now. Delaney Hunt not letting Marist get away easily. He cuts the lead to 6 with that layup. He finished with a game-high 27 points, also career high. Just over a minute to play, Pasquarelli takes a 3, hits it, seals the game for Marist as they put it out of reach from Richmond. He ended the game with a team-high 22 points as Marist wins 79-72. Kicking it back over to Jonathan. He's with Jaden Collins Roberts.
So I'm here with Jaden Collins. How are you today? I'm good, bro. Good. All right, so I just want to start off with your game against Richmond, right? Obviously, we know Richmond was good last year. Coming into this game, you know, there's like talk about, oh, it's just a bye game, this and that, and then you guys ended up upsetting. So, like, what was like the atmosphere like during the game, after the game, for the team and for you individually?
Well, as a team, like, we weren't really thinking about it as like, oh, this is a bigger team, like, you know, with a smaller team per se. We were just telling ourselves like there's not many teams that like can just sweep us like by 20 or whatever. Like, you're just like, when you verse us, it's gonna be a game. You're not just gonna be able to roll over us and like do what you want. Basically, we're trying to play good defense, stop teams from doing what they want, and us on offense, I don't think there's going to be many teams that can just completely stop either me, Josh Pasquarelli, Elijah Lewis, Martin Kawa, Jackson Price. Like, you're not going to be able to stop every single one of us. There's going to be games we're not like hitting shots or whatever, but like, I think we're going to get stops and just prove that like we're good defensively. So like, and obviously getting the win at Richmond, especially there with that atmosphere, it was a great atmosphere. So getting the win after, and that tweet that said it was it should have been an easy bye game for Richmond. It gives us just more of a chip on our shoulder to like, just beat any team.
Yeah, I understand. And obviously that form like rolled onto back-to-back home games for you, right? Where you popped off. Like, how was that feeling for you?
It was cool. It was great. Like, just taking it step by step, like day by day, because like, you can pop off 3-4 games in a row, and then like you have to drop off the next 2 games. So like, just taking it day by day, knowing that like, every team is gonna play you a little different, and nothing's like, just don't take anything for granted. Like, it's gonna be a different ball game every single game. So it felt great though. My teammates believed in me. They still do. I believe in my teammates, and as long as we continue to play together, like, there's not gonna be teams that can stop us.
Obviously you had a successful like rookie year, right? Now you're on to your second year. So like, what are some goals that you have this season?
Being more confident in like my 3-point shot. Definitely want to do that. My teammates always tell me like, shoot it. Like, they have the utmost confidence in me. So like, I definitely want to continue to just believe in myself, and I want to get more assists. Like, I have a lot of shooting around me. Martin Kawa, Elijah Lewis, Josh Pasquarelli, Jackson, other people on the bench, like new guys. Like, I just have a lot of shooting around me. So like, and they just don't spot up and shoot. They can drive too. They can dish it out too. So like, I think I can get a lot more assists this year. Like,
Marist taking on Army at home. Josh Pasquarelli averaging 23.5 points per game and a preseason All-MAC first-team selection. Jumping into the second half, Jaden Daughtry blocks Jaden Rucker's jumper. Ball goes out of bounds. Army retains possession. On the following inbounds, Daughtry steals the ball and pushes up the court. Marist ball, deficit stays at 1. Now, jumping up, Jason Schofield passes to Pasquarelli, who hits a 3. Marist goes up by 3. Now, second half, 1:20 to play. Pasquarelli drives to the paint. Finds Daughtry, he puts it in. Marist goes up by 3. 5.3 seconds left to play in regulation. Jaden Collins Roberts gets the ball, takes it, drives, and he scores to knot the game at 76. We are going to overtime. In overtime now, score knotted at 86. Elijah Lewis drives, can't find anything, hits Pasquarelli, and he hits the open 3 to make the score 89-86. He ended the game with 25. Now Rucker, 0 time on the clock, and he doesn't get it to go as Marist barely holds on, winning 91-88. Marist moves to 2-1 on the season.